What is going on, everyone? In this video I want to show you a tool called TCPview, which you can use in order to monitor the connections, both incoming and outgoing from your computer. This tool, you can download it. It's absolutely free. You can download it from Microsoft. I'm going to leave the link down in the description. It's an executable. If you take a look at another established connection, by the way, you can come here where it says view and you can click on connection state, and this would allow you to enable or disable the type of connection or the state of the connection that you choose to view on the main pane. So for now I only want to view or I only want to filter established and listening connection. Everything else I haven't checked that. I have disabled it. So I'm going to click OK, and that's what I have here. So notice another connection that I have. This is a great way to further dig deeper into information about that specific connection. And notice this connection here. The process responsible for this connection is this process, svc host.exe. And you might be wondering, what is svc host.exe? I don't know. Well, actually I do know, but I want to show you a way that you can use in order to obtaining more information about a specific connection. This executable is running on process 4420, and it's using a TCP protocol, and the state of the connection is established. The local IP address, this is my IP address, and this is the local port, and this is the remote system, and it is making a connection on 443. So it's using some sort of web traffic on a remote server, but the connection, it's not made by the browser. This is the interesting thing about this connection. Usually when you have an outbound connection from your computer to the internet, it's usually done by the browser, but not in this case. So one thing that you can do, the first thing that you can do, is try to obtain more information about this specific IP address. Okay, so you can come here, right click on it, and you have several options here. You can kill the process if you're not sure, or you don't want that process to connection to stay on your system. You can choose to kill the process, and that will terminate, suspend this service from running. You can also close the connection, but the process is still running in the background, so the process can try to reconnect back to the computer on the internet. You can also do a whois query, and it'll give you more information about this specific IP address. So let's try to do that. And it says fail to get whois information. That's fine. We can right click and copy that IP address, and let's head over to the web. And there is a website which is DNS Tools, which provides several DNS utilities in order to make DNS queries. So this is the website. I'm going to click on whois, and I'm going to enter the IP address, Control V, and apparently it copied everything, but here's the IP address, 52.159.126.152. So that's the only thing that I want to leave. Everything else I'm going to delete it, and let's do it. Let's obtain information about that specific IP address. And as you can see, the owner of that IP address is Microsoft Corporation. It is registered in 1 Microsoft Way, Redmond, Washington. So now we know what sort of connection we are making. We are making a connection to Microsoft, to a Microsoft server. Another thing that we can do in order to further investigate about this connection is to try to find out more about this process. Who is this process that is running on local port 2042. And more information that we can obtain is about the module name, which is WPN service. Okay, I believe this here it's going to give you even more information. SVC host is an executable that runs on your local system that usually has to do with WMI querying. It usually runs on port 135 when it runs as a service, and it can be used to do WMI queries on port 135 in order to obtain information on the local system. But in this case, basically, what it's doing in this case is to run some sort of update and push notification of updates on the local system. But you can copy this information and go to the web and paste and try to find out more information about WPN services. Say WPN services, what is it? Press enter, and here it is, window push notification system. You can get more information. This service run on session 0 and hosts the notification platform and connection provider, which enables the connection between devices and WNS server. Okay, so that is basically default behavior. Push notification services is a Win32 service. It is starting only if the user, an application, or another service starts it. It runs in all versions of Windows. This service is starting automatically when the operating system starts. Dependencies. And you can also search for the name of the process running that service, which is SVC host .exe. You can say, what is it? And here we have a description. It says svc.exe is a system process that can host from one or more Windows services in the Windows NT family. SVC host is essential in the implementation of shared service process, where a number of services can be shared. When the number of services can share a process in order to reduce resource consumption. You can click on Wikipedia and read more about this specific SVC process, but it's not uncommon to see your computer running a bunch of SVC host processes in the background and making connections in the background to the internet. When you enable port 135, which is RPC, remote procedure call, I believe, which is meant for WMI querying and remote management, I believe that the process that is running is SVC host.exe. Anyways, that's the video that I wanted to make. This is definitely an excellent tool. I encourage you to check it out. And so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.